You're very welcome in here this afternoon to talk about a topic that's really important to us. The diversion of our young people from the path of criminal activity is not just a matter of crime statistics, it's about the future of our children and the health of our communities. Recent reports have highlighted the challenges we face, for instance the overcrowding in Oireachtas Children's Detention Campus, which has a capacity for 46 juveniles but often exceeds that limit, has led to some youths being released due to lack of space. This is a symptom of a deeper problem, the lack of early intervention and support for the at-risk youth. The new government policy of enhancing engagement with young people includes expanding the network of youth Garda diversion projects to provide greater early intervention, family support and engagement with younger children. Granted, Oireachtas 2023 budget shows that it costs the Irish taxpayer up to €2,500 per child per day. There is no doubt that the preventative programmes will not only be more effective and humane, they will also be cheaper. Moreover, initiatives like the Bail Supervision Scheme and the restorative justice practices have shown promise in addressing the root cause of crime and reducing recidivism. This government programme offers therapeutic supports and often conversations between victims and perpetrators, encourages young people not to reoffend. I would particularly like to encourage the allocation and focus and resources to organisations like EPIC and YAP. In particular, I believe we should focus on a preventative approach that supports children at risk and marginalised situations and families. We must also address the influence of organised crime on our youth. Legislation introduced by the Minister for Justice criminalises adults who forces or entices children into criminal lifestyles with penalties of up to 5 years in prison. This is a step in the right direction, but it could and should go a lot further. Enforcement and community support are key. As I have previously stated, communities need to come together and decide what they want to be. Councils must examine the physical layout of their areas, install community lighting and ensure that the common spaces do not inadvertently contribute to the formation of gangs engaged in antisocial behaviour. But finally, it's also important that we be hard-nosed realists about youth crime. We cannot totally succumb to a naive, feel-good view that all criminals are themselves victims of poverty and bad circumstances. Many juvenile offenders are far from stupid. They are often fully aware that a sorry face and an appeal for a second chance can serve as the perfect get-out-of-jail card. Only last February, an RTE investigation revealed that between 2010 and 2023, 4,289 young people were referred to the diversion programme for sexual offences, including rape, with 795 of them being accepted. We should make a clear distinction between the levels of seriousness of crimes. Please remember that part of the diversion programme involves dropping the charges against the minor in operation. Members of the House, dismissing charges of graffiti and vandalism is not nearly the same as dismissing charges of rape. What is also worrying is that for severe crimes like these, the involvement of the victim is not obligatory in the referral process. This needs to be changed. Finally, if we are to talk about prevention, I must say, as I've said again and again, that we simply cannot continue to neglect An Garda Síochána. The physical presence of our police is the most vital pillar of law enforcement. We can never expect these programmes to compensate for the underfunded or undermanned police force. I said it earlier and I will repeat it again. Many young offenders are not stupid. They are perfectly aware that they can get away with crime easily, and it takes hours and in many cases for Gardaí to respond to calls. Minister, I know you're involved in the higher education, the new department that was set up there in the last term, and I must say that the apprenticeship programme that is available there for youths is one way of getting children and youths into proper jobs. These young people just want something to do. Very often, if you can give a child or a teenager a chance in life and show them a better way, they will take it. I wasn't aware of the Green Town programme until now, and I wasn't aware of it because I believe it's only in Limerick. That should be rolled out in every city, big city in this country. So that Green Town programme, I only heard of it today because of you. I looked it up, and it's involved with the Limerick University. But it should be available in Drogheda, it should be available in Monaghan, it should be available in Meath and Cavan and all the other counties. So in conclusion, let us commit to providing our young people with the support and opportunities they need to lead positive and productive lives. However, let us also remain stern on serious crime and increasing our funding and support for law and order enforcement. Thank you.